Looks good. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Good. Stepping over to replace base, guys. Stepping over to replace base. Yes, just like this, guys. Very good. Good. Straight bridges, guys. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Let's go. Just a regular bridge. Just a regular bridge. You don't have to go side to side. There you go. Good. You can do a wrestler's bridge, or you can just get up right back. Usually with the kids, I don't always do the rest or an neck bridge. It's not bad.
So
Just like this. Oh. All right, guys, let's get 20. Good. Push-ups. And grab some more, and we'll get after it. Let's go.
What? Oh, there's no.
All right, guys, we got a few more seconds before we come back. All right, you guys ready to go? You guys good to go? Yes, Cole? Are we good, Cole? Or is it just on it, I think?
It's Cole too. He's just
Okay,
messing around.
well, we're gonna go ahead and get started, sweetheart, because we need to get moving. Okay, so guys, a couple things really fast. So we're gonna go on pretty quick. Well, guys, we're gonna be doing what's called a hip control drill, guys. And so as we get started, I'm gonna mimic it first, right? Oops, turn off the clock. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna mimic it first, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like in my body without anybody, and then I'm gonna show you with these guys, and then you guys are gonna drill it with these guys, right? So when we start to be using a side control, guys, where my one arm is underneath the head, kind of like this. You're going to be changing your hand a little bit. You'll see me do that here in a second. And then my other hand is going to be kind of underneath the legs like this. Does that make sense? And again, your hands will be able to change. That's not a big deal. But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be here controlling my partners like this. My partner is going to hip away from me. When my partner hips away, I'm going to keep my elbow connected to his hip. So when he moves away, my arm follows. I'm going to lift my elbow like this, and then move my legs in and adjust. My partner moves away again. I let the arm go, I elevate my elbow, and then I move in again. You're gonna notice that your body's gonna kind of go in a little bit of a circle. Does that make sense? So check this out. I'm gonna use Coach Maxime really quick, guys, so you can see. Coach, can you lay with your head towards them? Perfect. So guys, check this out. Look what I'm doing. I'm gonna put one hand underneath Coach's head like this, right? I'm gonna put the other hand underneath his body like this. Now, look guys, when Coach moves away from me, I let my arm go. Now I flare my elbow and I move up. Now I bring my hand back. Because I keep my elbow close to his hip, it's very hard for him to sneak the leg in. That's what I'm trying to do. So again, he moves his hips away, I let my arm go. I keep my arm connected to his hip. I lift the elbow and then I move in. So you can see you're kind of going to go in a little bit of a circle. Does that make sense? Now, to get started, I would definitely start with small hip escapes, right? Do 2 or 3 on one side, 2 or 3 on the other side, and then you guys can switch, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Thumbs up, yes? Cool. All right, let's do it, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, gentlemen, let's get going. 3 minutes, guys, back and forth.
Yes, you are.
We're going to start with Cole and Anna. All right, let's see here. Let's look at you guys. All right, young lady. Good. So Cole, you're going to move away just from a little bit. Good, Anna. Flare keep that elbow right by his hip, Anna. There you go. Good. Now slide your knees up so you stay in side control. Yes, perfect. That's exactly it. Yep, that's perfect. That's it. Good. That's exactly correct. Good job. Good, Cole. There you go. Just don't forget to flare your elbow, Cole. It'll help you. But that's good. Good job. I'm going to move over to the girls now to see how they're doing. All right, let's see here. Let's go, girls. Show me what you got. Good. So Heather, move away a little bit. Excellent. There you go. Good. Keep moving in, Mighty. Good. Go ahead and switch, girls. Heather, let me see you do it, sweetie. There you go, Mighty. You're going to have to step away from your sister so she can follow you with her arm. All right, guys, keep practicing. You got 1 minute left. You got 1 minute left. I'm going to check back in on the coaches. I'm going to zoom in on the coaches so you guys can see what they're doing. Nice, good job. Make sure to flare that elbow in. Yes, better, good, nice. You guys can just switch back and forth. Hopefully you can do that. If you didn't, sorry.
No, we were.
Good.
Just started. Just ate a chicken. I just ate a chicken. Oh, move here.
All right, guys, time. So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and switch everything over. So we're going to get moving, guys, because we've got a lot to cover today. So let me pin this video really fast so you guys can see what's happening. Now, let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let's do this. Vince, if I could I have you run the camera that way they can see it a little bit better? It should all look good as long as I'm in as long as we're in the frame. It should be really good. All right,
Should I center it?
Pardon? Yes, please.
Center it?
Just regular recording.
Perfect.
All right, guys, couple things. Oops, actually, let me turn off this clock really quick, guys, so it's not beeping on you guys the whole time. So we're going to be looking at attacks today, guys. And so the whole idea behind being able to maintain the position, guys, is you want to be able to launch some attacks. Now, at this point, we're going to assume that we were able, oh, you turned off the light with your back, sir. At this point, guys, we're going to assume that you weren't able, or excuse me, that you were able to wear him out. So at this point, coach is tired. He was trying to get away from me, but he couldn't get away from me. So now it's going to be time to attack the arm that's usually framing on my neck. That's going to be the arm closest to you guys. So check this out. I'm right here, right? I've made him tired. He stopped moving. When he stops moving, guys, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the hand that's underneath his head. I'm going to go right underneath the elbow like this. When I go underneath the elbow, I'm going to adjust my body a little bit so I can lift his elbow, and I'm going to shoot my arm across. When I shoot my arm across, guys, I'm going to pinch with my head. This makes it really hard for Coach Maxime to get his arm out, right? Can you move your arm out, sir, please? It's very difficult, guys. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my legs. You guys are gonna see this in a little bit, but I go, my knee by the hip goes up to the shoulder, and then I go all the way over his head. When I do, I push his arm over, and I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna bring his arm to me, guys. This is gonna be super important. Now, right now, you can see because Coach is a little bit bigger than me, I'm pushing with my knee. I'm gonna step just like this, guys, right? And now I can start to bring it around to cause the submission, right? Now, when you do this, guys, we're going very slow. Right now, I'm keeping it high. I'm gonna show you a detail here in a second that's gonna make it worse. Does that make sense, right? But now let's do this again so you can see the other side of what my body was doing. I'm gonna have Coach's head go that way this time. So check this out, watch how my body moves, right? So, same idea. Coach is framing, right? I'm set, he's tired. I come up, I lift, I come across. Look how deep my hand comes, guys. I'm grabbing the opposite side here. I'm pinching here now with my head, and it's very tight on him. Now look at my legs. I go knee to the shoulder, knee to the other shoulder, turn him to his side, grip. This is super important. You can step up if you want to, and step up. I'm gonna lift this up. Now guys, here's what makes it worse. I take his hand and I put it right in the middle of his back, right? When I take it to the middle of his back, now I can just start to turn my body to get the submission, right? I'm gonna do it again, this time with his head facing you guys, right? So let me switch you this way a little bit more. Thank you. All right, oops. Let me do it on the same side. There you go. All right, guys, so one more time, same side so you can see what's happening. So again, hand is underneath. I'm here. I'm getting tired. Look, I go out. I'm going to come up and under, lift all the way across, nice and tight. Move my knees. Over, push, grip. Look, right here, I can go over his arm, step up, nice and tight. I keep his elbow tight to my body, and I bring it by his belt right now just to be nice to my partner. Now, I'm going to push his hand, but I'm also going to push his elbow. He's going to feel it, right? I start to push and pull to get the submission. Guys, when I do this movement, I'm going this way to finish it off, right? So it's a unique movement, but it's a really good one, right? So I'm going to unmute everybody and see if you guys have a question really quick. So let's do this. Let's go to gallery view, unmute. All right. Did we have any questions? Yes, Anna.
Do you actually have to submit your partner
No,
right
right
now?
now you don't have to submit them. Right now, I just want you being able to get your hand to the back. Does that make sense? Cool. Heather, how are you guys doing? You guys good?
Good.
Excellent. All right, boys, how are we over there? We good?
Yup.
Can you say yes, sir, for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to set the timer for a couple of minutes. Let's get after it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go, guys.
Okay. We're doing a loadie. Look, come here.
Let's go, guys.
That's a great question.
Let me help you guys. Let me switch really quick with you guys really fast. That's one thing that you're going to also see in our assist. Go ahead and switch. Let me put you, is that senior always goes first. So you're going to go first. Would you like to see it? You felt it, but would you like to see it, or are you good? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep, and you can step this leg up. That's the one thing you didn't see. Yeah, it's already, it's already real tight. Yeah, if you step up, it'll make it even tighter. Yep. You can even go flat foot if you want to, but once it's there, it's super tight. Because of the length of his body.
Man, I can't. I don't stretch that well that back there.
It's all right. It's all right. No worries. No worries. Just wanted to make sure that you had it. Can I see you do it really quick to him? And then you guys can just switch back and forth.
Here, here.
Yep. Look through the side, make the grip change. Good. Now you can step up with the left leg.
Oh, here.
Yeah, if you need to, right? And then you can go completely flat-footed. You can keep your right knee back, or I like to go over his arm with the right knee first, Yes, because that helps trap it too. Nice and deep. And then when you bring it over, right? Because the only other logical things that are going to happen next are when he starts to grip his belt, right? And then you just start to slowly go the other way or the front. But we'll look at the grip breaks and everything else here in a second. All right, I'm going to check the kids really quick, see how they're doing. All right, Heather, I want to see you girls go first. All right, who's going to do it? Maite, use your frame on her neck so she can use that arm. Your right hand, baby. Your right hand should be on her neck. Heather, la mano derecha, her right hand. Yes. Other way, Heather. Go the other way. With the other hand, sweetheart. Yes. Close, sweetie, close. There's just a couple of details though that you're missing, right? Hold on, let me get this for everybody because you're having trouble. Everybody else might be having trouble. Okay. All right, guys. So really quick, let me have everybody's attention really fast, guys. We're gonna go back. We're gonna redo this kind of a piece here, right? So. Let me pin my video so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm going to use a different body this time so you guys can see. Coach Maxime, would you mind running the camera really fast?
I muted us and then
All right, guys. Boys, I need you guys to stay on mute for me, guys. I need everybody to stay on mute so it doesn't confuse everybody, okay? So check this out. Head actually towards this direction here. So guys, this is going to be super important, right? This is part of the lesson plan that we kind of looked at before. So Maite, right now I'm just going to speak to you. Maybe your frames have to be in the right spot. If your frames aren't in the right spot, Heather's not going to be able to do this move. The arm that is by the hip is always framing on the hip right now. The arm that's away from me is framing on my neck, right? So that's super important, right? So look, guys. So it's going to stay here. This hand is going to be here on my neck. This arm is grabbing. Does that make sense? Now, this arm is over here. I'm on the balls of my feet. I'm like this. Now look, I let go right here. I go over the head. And I'm going to go under the elbow. I'm going to move my body a little bit. And I'm going to lift this elbow up. I'm going to come across deep and tight. Now look at my legs. I bring them together. And then I take them over. Now I turn sideways. That's where I have this. Turn your body this way, please. Turn. Yes, just like that. So look, if your knee is right there on this side of his arm, that's okay. You can also go over, but you can finish it here, no problem. I have this. I'm going to step up with the back leg. I want to keep his elbow close to me because now my whole body is moving his arm. To be safe, we always put his arm close to his belt first, and then we start to take it, right? If I do this the real way, I pick it up super fast and I bring it right in between his shoulder blades. It's very painful. He won't be able to take that. Watch. Even slowly, when I go high and I start to bring it back, I can't even get his hand behind his back before he has to tap. So it's super important, guys, that you understand that my hand has to go from under, around the head, lift the arm to grab the arm, right? So we're going to try this again, guys, for about 2 more minutes, right? For about 2 more minutes, and then we have to move on. So hopefully that made sense, all right? So let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go, guys. All right, Anna, Cole, I want to see you guys do it. So Cole, you're going to use your left arm to grab her forearm. Your left arm has to grab her forearm. No, other one. Yep. Go. Nope. Do you know which one your left arm is, Bubba? The one you just stretched your nose with. That's the one that you're going to use. Move her onto her side. Put her onto her side now. Yes, good. Oh, but you moved your body, buddy. You can't move your body away, okay? If you move your body away, that's going to be trouble. Close. It's just off a little bit. Let me see Anna do it, please. Good, Anna. Yep.
Whoa, whoa, what am I doing?
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Good, Anna. Pull it up. Put it behind his back. Yep, and then that's where you would snap it. Don't actually snap it. Thank you. Good job. All right, I'm going to go over to the boys and see how the boys are doing. Not bad, guys. All right, gentlemen, let's see. Isak, will you demonstrate, please?
Hey.
So, Isak, you're actually pushing him the wrong way. His belly should be coming towards you, okay? That's going to be the big piece. So try it one more time, please.
What are you doing?
Okay, time, guys. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do with you guys, with everybody here, because it looks like everybody's struggling just a little bit. I'm going to try to give you guys a slightly different variation, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit simpler variation. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense, okay? So let's do this really quick. I'm going to pin my video, guys. All right, I'm going to mute everybody really quick, and then I'm going to show you a slightly different option so you guys can kind of see this. So let's do this really quick. Yeah, would you run the camera on my same side? Let me have your head this way. So guys, a couple of things really quick here. So I'm going to show you a different one because some of you guys are having trouble. Do I step over the body? Do I step over the, or excuse me, do I move over the head? Do I move over the body? Some of you guys were pushing him that way. I'm not pushing him. This one, you don't have to push his body anything, anywhere. We're just going to move one arm to set up the movement, okay? This is more of a kid's version. I was hoping to show you guys a little bit more of an advanced version today, but that's okay, no worries. Check this out. The frame is going to be the same. He's going to have his frame here, and I can still have my hand over here if I want to, right? Now, for this one, I'm going to use the back hand, right? Let's turn this way just a little bit, coach. So look what I'm going to do with the back hand. I'm going to start to put pressure on his neck. When I put pressure on his neck, he's going to put pressure back in my neck. When he does that, I'm going to use this hand here, guys, to move his elbow up and slide his hand down. I'm going to use my head to bend his arm. When I bend his arm, his shoulder comes up a little bit. That leaves space for me to sink my hand through. But now look, I can't reach my hand. So what do? I push his elbow up. If I still can't reach my own arm, then look, I bring his hand to me. Now he's in trouble because I have it locked. Does that make sense, guys? It's really tight, by the way. Right, now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to push off the ground, and I'm going to sit back. When I sit back, I have him on the side, and this is still tight, guys. Right, now, this now is where I would step over his head like this. I'm going to keep his hand nice by his belt, just so I can be nice to my partner before I start to do the submission. Guys, this one's a little bit easier, right, because you don't have to do a couple of the steps. But this one also requires a little bit more strength to push yourself up. So if you're good at doing push-ups, you should be able to, at least 2 or 3, you should be able to do this one fairly easy, right? So let's watch this again, right? So look, arm underneath coach's head. You can even use this one if you want to. I don't use that one very much, but I'm here, right? I start to put pressure on coach's neck. He pushes back. When he does, this hand comes to the bicep. Look, I flare. I start to extend. My head goes down, see? I'm going to pull his arm to bend it. That's when the shoulder comes up. Coach is really tight, by the way. I go under, push up, bring it to myself. Now I push, I sit onto my heels. Now I'm good, no worries. Now look, the leg that's right by coach's head, that's his pillow right now. I take his pillow away. I bring it around. I keep his hand right here by his belt, right? And then I slowly take his thumb to his head to get the submission. Okay? Guys, this one's a doozy. It's kind of tough for that guy. It's not for me. It's a doozy for him, all right? So here's what we're going to do, right? Let me put everybody back on gallery view really quick. First of all, Anna, did that make sense to you, sweetie? Yes? Make sense? Good. All right, excellent. Boys, over here. Isak, Mohammed, did that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, Heather, how are you girls? Does that make sense to you girls?
Yeah.
Okay, that one should be a little bit easier. Does that make sense? And sometimes it's even easier because the guy makes a mistake and he doesn't put his arm in the right spot. He puts it on the ground. Oh man, if he puts it on the ground, just catch it. It's a lot easier. Does that make sense? So let's play with this one, guys. We've only got about 4 minutes for this, guys. All right, so just you do a couple, then your partner's gonna do a couple. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'll do two and you do two. You listen.
All right. Good. So the kids version really quick. You want me to show you really fast?
Yeah.
Okay. So on the kids version, same kind of idea. Right down here, right? And what gets my pressure on him is this. That's when he's gonna push back. When he does, look, I just drop. This is all I'm doing. Right? And sometimes you can drop him like this. Now use your head and bend the arm. Push the elbow or the wrist to the ground. You see the space that's created right here? That's when I shove this in. But look, I can't reach it. So I push it up. I still can't reach it. Look, now I have it. I adjust myself. I'm going to push off the ground, sit back. It's tight. He's really close to me. And his wrist is already here. Every now and then I get a bonus and I wrist lock him. That's just for you. Does that make sense? You're not allowed to do it yet, Vince, but you know it's there, okay?
Yeah.
Let's step around. Be nice. Just take it to the middle of his back and slow.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry. You're good, you're good.
But that's gonna, if I pull it up fast,
Yeah.
you should do it to finish it in the street. You send it right to the middle of the shoulder blades, immediately up, and just shove it. It'll rip everything.
So no messing around.
Yeah, don't show that to the kids. Don't show the ripping blades to the kids. All right, I'm gonna go to Anna first. Anna, can I see you do it, girl?
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hey,
Good, yep, so we're gonna attack the arm that's closest to me. Very good. Yep, we're gonna push it down out of the way. Good, yep. All the way to the ground. Yep, slide the arm underneath the shoulder. Perfect, Anna. Make your grips, push yourself up. Good girl, excellent, Anna. Step over his back to finish it even tighter next time, okay? Yeah, yes, because that'll really make it worse, okay? Now let's watch Cole. Cole, be nice to your sissy, okay? Don't break her. Because she'll break you back. You know, she's crazy like that. Good, yep. We're going to get her arm to the ground. Shove that arm to the ground. That'll work. Good, yep. Yep, it's already bent, so you won't need your head. There you go, good. Sit up with it. Beautiful. Step over her head. Other leg. Yes, and now slowly push it up towards her head. Good, nice job, guys. All right, I'm gonna move on to some of the other kids. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to Isak and Mohammed. Isak, Mohammed, who's gonna show me the technique first?
Isak.
Okay, let's go, guys. Show it to me. Good, shove his arm to the ground. Good, trap the wrist to the ground, trap the wrist to the ground. So Isak, do me a favor, that's a different one, okay? Go ahead, stay where you are, please, stay where you are. Good, now I want his hand closer to his hip. You're doing the Americana, we're doing the Kimura, so turn his hand the other way. Yes, yep, down like that. Now, go, freeze for a second. So Isak, go back please. So take your left hand, Isak, and put it on top of his wrist and push it to the ground. Yes. Now take your right hand, go underneath his shoulder. Nope, under the other way. Over by his shoulder.
Oh.
Yes, 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 yes. Good. Now grab your grips. Good. Now sit up. Yep. Now step over his head with your right leg. You got to keep his arm bent though. Keep his arm bent. Good. Now take his hand behind his back and slowly push it to his head. Take the hand behind the back. Yeah. Isaac, make sure to go slow because that's really dangerous for your brother's shoulder, okay? All right. Mohammed, would you show me, please? Nice. Good. All right, Mohammed, let's take our left hand, Mohammed, and let's push Isaac's hand to the ground. Yep. Push it to the ground. Good. We want the hand over by the pockets, by his pockets. Yes. Now, take that right hand and go underneath his shoulder and grab your wrist. The other shoulder. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. Sit up. Pull him up with you. Good. Step over his head. Good. Now slowly put his hand behind his back. No, keep him on his side, Mohammed. Keep him on his side. There you go. Now take his hand behind your back and slowly push it to his head. There you go. Good job, guys. I'm going to move over to the girls now. All right, Heather, Maiti. Let's look at it, girls. Who's going to go first? Good. Yes, yes. Yeah, sister's got really big arms compared to you, baby. Good, good. Step over. Now keep her hand behind her back and push her hand to her head. Eso. Bravo, bravo, bravo. All right, Heather, your turn, baby. Heather, can you scoot back a little bit, sweetie? I can't see you very well. Thank you. That's perfect. Good, yes, and just slowly. Good. Not bad, girls. Very good. Very, very good. All right, guys, time for just a second. All right, guys, so everybody, let me have your attention if you would please. Just have a seat. Come and kind of look at the camera for me for just a second. So, guys, a couple of things really fast. First of all, good job. Thank you guys very much for staying in with it and staying patient, staying focused. I appreciate it. I was hoping we could get you guys the more advanced version, but we weren't able to do that today. No worries. You guys still got a really nice option. Some of you guys got 2 options because some of you guys understood both of them. Awesome. Practice it. Just do me a favor. Be very nice to your partners. Some of you guys brothers and sisters are a little bit smaller than you. Remember, this is designed to tear the shoulder. So be careful. Don't go too fast because if you tear the shoulder, man, it's really hard. In many cases, you have to have an operation to fix it, right? And so we don't want to hurt our brothers and sisters like that. So always go slow when you're going towards the head. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining in. We're going to have another class tomorrow. Mohammed, it's important that you pay attention, please, right? It's super important because when I do meet you in person and you take class with me, I'm not going to allow behavior like that. So it's okay to have fun every now and then, but when our teachers are speaking, it's important to focus, okay? Everybody stand up, please. Say yes, sir. All right, guys, feet are, oh, actually, here, let me change the camera. All you guys can see is our feet. Ah, much better. All right, guys, feet together, hands at your side, bow. Guys, thank you very much. Good work today.